Yeah, it's getting hotter with each one.
That's an addicting show. Like what?
Well, I've been watching things I'm too embarrassed to tell about.
Oh, he's the best. That's my
He's just a
favorite.
normal human. He's not a space marine. He's not anything special other than.
Yeah, a little bit better though, I think.
And like I said, my son's smelly enough.
We're never going to do this again. We're going to go make another drink.
Welcome, everybody. Midlife Vices. Something about a galaxy and long ago and far away. I am Steve. I'm here with Jim, and we are the Booster Gold of YouTube shows. What's going on, Jim?
Nothing. I saw an Animal Man today when I was out shopping.
And you didn't buy it?
I did not buy it. No, I wanted it very badly.
Yeah.
And then I found a Nightwing for $6. And I've always wanted to buy those small little things and have the Justice League and teams.
Right.
I'm doing so well not spending a lot of money on toys.
Sure.
So, well, I mean, I bought toys, but they were actually for the kids today. So
That's just poor management right there. Yeah.
Poor parenting.
Poor parenting. That's right. Tell them to go play outside.
They do that well. No, my youngest's birthday is coming up, so I was walking down the clearance aisle and I saw something that he might like, and I was like, well, that's like 60% off. I'm gonna buy that. So,
Are either of your kids into superhero action figures at all?
not yet. No, they're still. I mean, they like Spidey and Friends, but as far as comics and stuff like that, not yet. They're still a little too young for that.
Right. But not even toys, not even playing with toys.
Well, they would play with all my toys, but they would be destroyed in 3 days.
Sure.
My boys are masters of destroying things.
Masters of Destruction.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
What is that?
I let them play with stuff upstairs while we're up there, and
Yeah.
I mean, well, not any of the action figures.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yesterday I sent you that text that my wife started an online class, so me and the boys are alone for an hour and a half on Monday nights.
Right.
And, so I do a little silly role playing game with them where they roll dice, and 1 through 3 something good happens, 4, 5, 6 something bad happens, and I make it as silly as I can, and they have
That's fun.
Yeah, they have a good time. I try to actually have them think of things to do. They're not quite there yet.
Right.
They're like, "What do you do?" I don't know. So, okay, how about you try this?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun.
And you said your wife's taking a ASL class. Is there a specific reason, or just something she wants to learn?
I mean, I'm going deaf, so no, she's just into it, I guess.
Yeah.
She's taken a couple of classes already, but this one is online with 2 deaf instructors, and their first class had an interpreter, and from here on out, there's none.
Oh, wow.
So
it's like a version.
I mean, it's not like an advanced class. They know there's going to be delays and stuff like that. So,
Right.
Delays. Anyway, I don't know, but yeah, and she wants me to learn. I'm not probably ever going to, because it would be fun to be able to talk in a loud area or far away, and that would be kind of helpful, I think. But,
right. Yeah.
But I mean, I'll probably learn all the fun words and.
Yeah, like you do with any other language. Look for the stuff you want to be able to say that nobody hears. Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, that's what's going on with me.
Nice. We haven't been up to too much. We went through a pretty good storm this last week. Had a blizzard for about a day and a half. Got about almost 2 feet of snow, but it's been in the mid 40s the last 2 days, and it's pretty much all melted off already. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, there's maybe 4 inches on the ground now. It's just really slushy and a mess now, especially with 2 dogs. That's just a nightmare. But
Yeah.
ours don't get in the shower as easy as yours.
Oh, they don't?
No.
I can't believe how easy my dog, I just say, go to the bathroom, and he goes right in the
Yeah.
bathroom. It just-
Oswell Parker will have nothing to do with it. So, yeah.
So was it this morning? Yeah. Okay. So this morning I've taken the dog with me to do chores if you're waiting inside the barn with me, but I let him out this morning, and then I went and did chores. When I came out in the first barn, he was sitting by the gator wanting to jump in the gator. But that's the first time that ever happened. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, he's getting almost 18 months.
Chipper he'll be 3, and yeah, he just turned 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just turned 2. Okay.
And,
Man, you've had him that long already. That's crazy.
well,
You got him in 9 months, right?
We've had him a year, and he was 8 months when we got him. So he'll
Okay.
be 3.
So he's 18 months. No, that's 10. So he's 20 months.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be this many months in December.
So he'll be 2
He'll be 3.
soon.
He'll be 3 in December.
Okay.
In almost a year.
The math's not adding up.
He's 2. He'll be 3 next year. It only makes
Okay.
sense.
There you go. He's 2 now. He'll be 3. I can buy into that. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, just I've been going down to the bar and doing a little bit of work around there while we're shut down, getting some stuff done. We were going to do a whole lot of stuff outside in the sheds and getting stuff cleaned out, but then the snowstorm kind of put the kibosh on that. So
Plus, you got to clean up the snow to get into the shed with a spade.
right, yeah. I still can't believe that cracked me up. No, I do not shovel with a spade shovel. Unless absolutely necessary to cut through ice. Yeah. we'll just leave it at that one. That was funny. Yeah. I can imagine. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, something like that. It is something I would do, but
Clean with a spade?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But other than that, not up to a whole lot.
Oh, best of the week, huh?
Rest of the week.
Oh, so I finished the Hero of Ages,
Yeah.
which was a fantastic conclusion. Really enjoyed that book from about the halfway point on, I think.
Yeah.
When I really loved it. And then I also read another book by Michael Zusak, how do you say his name, called Clay Bridges. You would think I really like that book because I read it in a day. It's a 500-page book, and I read it in a day and a half.
Uh-huh.
But the more I sit on it, I don't like that book.
Hmm.
It was okay.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a full endorsement for you. Read this book. It's okay.
It's okay.
So he's now you've never seen the movie The Book Thief or read the book. He wrote that, which is one of my favorite books. It's a fantastic book, and he writes. I don't want to say poetically because it's not poetically. Well, it is, I guess. He writes in a way that can come across as he's trying too hard to be artsy.
Pretentious.
Well, and The Book Thief, I never thought that. It
Right.
it felt like it was just a great piece of literature. I really enjoy that book. this one, like the first 2 chapters, I was like, I don't even know what's going on.
Huh.
He's trying too hard. I was
Yeah.
11% in. I didn't have a clue what was going. I mean, it was just like throwing random words together, and I was just like, oh man.
It's like he wrote the first part. He wrote it with a thesaurus,
Yeah.
like when Joey writes that letter for
Well, not just that.
Chandler
Just,
and Monica.
no, if I went back and I reread it, it probably wouldn't be as difficult because I know who he's talking about or
Right.
what he's talking about. But when you're just thrown into a book and you're writing like you. Anyway, I did not like the beginning of that book. I really
Right.
liked the middle and the last bit of the book. It was the ending. I'm not thrilled with the ending.
Huh.
Anyway,
I'll jump out. I'll jump out on that one.
yeah, no, don't. Yeah, you will not like it. I know that.
Yeah. Oh, challenges.
I don't know. I don't know if you like the Book Thief or not, but
I don't know. I've been liking stuff that I didn't think I would like. So,
so
What
I
you
think
got
I
going
told you
there?
that. I think
Yeah.
I am a book whore
yeah,
because there hasn't been one book I've put down and been like, oh, that was terrible.
yeah,
Not one. Even the audio book that I stopped that I'm not thrilled with. I'm gonna go back to it. It's gonna be okay, I think. It's just
like I said to you earlier today or yesterday, we should approach long movies like that where we watch like 10 minutes a day over a 2-week span. Because that's what you can do with books. If it's not, you can just put it down and pick it right back up and start. But you don't really do that with movies too much either. You just stop it and never go back to it. So I don't think it would work with movies though.
yeah, it wouldn't for me. Movies and books are completely different. They're,
Oh, absolutely.
newsflash, they're different.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, reading it can be a little slower burn as long as I'm somewhat interested in the character.
Yeah.
Where I don't know, give me a movie, and I don't know. I can't even explain it because I mean, there's the same thing. There's characters in that too, but
Yeah, but the characters in movies have an actor, and sometimes I think you associate the actor, whereas with the book, it's just strictly the character. So it's not how he's being played or any of that. Maybe that has, I don't know.
I don't know. I have no explanation
Yeah.
why I'm gentler on books than I am movies.
Have you
more willing to go through a book.
watched anything? Still on Parks and Rec or?
Go on Parks and Rec. What did I throw on the other night? Yeah, no, nothing.
No, nothing.
Ghosts, the last episode of Ghosts,
Yeah.
which is I like that show.
That's good. Yeah, so we watched Aquaman, the new one.
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman 2. Really liked it. It was a lot of fun. And then also really good, The Last Airbender. We finished that, the live action series. So season 1.
What's that on?
That's on Netflix. It's kind of weird that some of the dialogue is not good and some of the acting is really bad, but the story, I love the story. It's a
Have you
really
read
good story,
have you read any of the books?
No. Haven't read the books, haven't seen the cartoon. So this is my first experience with it.
Yeah,
So.
I have no experience with it at all either.
Plus, it's got three actors from Lost are in it, so that's
Who?
pretty cool. All the Asian ones. Jin, Miles, and Miles' dad. They're all in it. Yeah.
Miles'
So,
dad is in.
Pierre Chang. Yeah.
Is he in the show? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. His okay, got it.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Let me see. So finished Last Command, like that a lot, and we've kind of talked about Thrawn a little bit, and I messaged you. I realized that it's not that I don't care for his character. I just wanted more of his character. I don't think there was enough other than him guessing what everybody was going to do before they did it. There was really no other story to him. I didn't feel.
You don't feel like he pulled the last remnants of the Empire together and made them think like they could win and gave him a plan and a.
No, I still don't know what his plan was. I don't know what the plan was. I have no clue what the plan was, and I know his death was very disappointing. Like it was just so anticlimactic.
But it was so artistically done.
What are you talking about? So artistically done. It cuts back to it the last 3 minutes
That
of
was
the book.
literally what they said when they killed him.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yeah.
It's like,
That's right.
come
Okay.
on, man.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. But no, I just wanted more of him.
Yeah, I mean, I like Thrawn better than Vader, and maybe
Yeah.
that's just because I get so sick of Vader.
Right.
And yeah, I'm kind of curious what they do with him in live action from here on out.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's only in 3 books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's not like
No, I hear you. Other than that, I finished that. Started Alloy of Laws.
Alloy of Love. That's what it sounds like.
Laws, right? Is it Alloy of Laws?
Alloy of Law.
Law, not laws. Law. Oh, laws. Yeah. I like where it's going. I like some of the changes they've made to it. It's basically taken the previous trilogy and completely modernized it to where it can be taken place today. It seems like, or maybe 1800-ish,
Yeah,
Western
yeah.
style, that sort of thing. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
looking
cool.
forward to see where that goes.
Yeah, I started it this morning.
I actually bought it. I wasn't going to. I was going to wait till my free credit, but then you said you started it. And I was like, well, I can't let him get that far ahead of me. So
That's funny because I'm the same way. It's funny. So I think that, and then I started looking at the way of the Kings, which is his epic fantasy. Like the first book is 1,100 pages.
yeah,
And I kind of wish I would have got those. I would have started that one first because
first.
that's like money well spent with the Audible credit.
One credit for like a month's worth of reading.
It's 45 hours. The
That's
audio
crazy.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a full week of a full-time job.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Dogs are wrestling out back. That's all they do now, full time.
Is what?
Wrestle
Oh. Yeah, that's
Wrestle,
what my
wrestle.
dog wants to do.
constantly. And it's good for them because with the snow, we haven't been able to get them out walking where we usually do. So they've had some energy to burn. Yeah.
Nice.
So that's what I've done this week.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Okay, so we're doing Star Wars. Oh, and it's all my Star Wars books.
You said that's just the soft covers, right?
Yeah, these are all the mass market. These are what I read when I was in Alaska working. If I had any downtime, I was reading. So I was telling Steve that I had bought all these. Then when I got married and we moved here, we went to Safe and Space. I donated them to, my wife was a librarian. I donated to the library. Then my wife got pregnant. We decided she wasn't going to work. She came home, got a new librarian. They asked my wife, "Hey, your husband likes Star Wars. Does he want these books?" So they all ended up right back at my house, and they just got a fancy sticker on them now.
Nice. So which ones are those?
This one's The Legacy of the Force.
Okay.
And then there's also the Dark Nest trilogy.
Huh.
Which this is, I did not like this.
No.
Nope. What's this? The Crystal Star. I've never read this one.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Oh, so here's the. I don't know if this is the first or the second one in the duology that you were talking about.
Okay. Those have got to be about Maya, right? Or Maya. Why did I say Maya? That's my boss's, or not boss's, co-worker's dog's name. Mara.
I don't remember. I've read
It's
it.
got to be. I mean, she was the hand, so it's got to be. Yeah.
No, this is a. I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what happens. So
Okay.
I just. Anyway, so
Well,
that's just the soft covers. I have about that many hardcovers up there too. So
nice. Nice. All right. Well, I've got. Here's the box for it. This is the Kenner Star Wars Radio Control R2D2 from 1978. Here is the R2 with the remote control. So he rolls forward and his head spins. Those are the two commands you have for him on the remote here. It's just a little push button up or down.
nice.
Still works. I have to be in close range because I no longer have the antenna for the end of the remote.
Oh,
But yeah, it's a really cool.
nice.
Yeah, really cool.
When did you get that?
When I was maybe 4 or 5, probably when it first came out, 78, 79. My parents bought
Really?
it for
So
me.
you've had that long?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And how did you keep that when you were traveling in the military?
Just in a box.
And you took it with you everywhere?
Yeah,
Wow, interesting.
yeah. It's been traveling around with me for a long time. What was that, Alexa?
Yeah, but that's not her wake up word. But yeah,
Oh.
she scared me. Oh.
So that is that.
Nice.
Yeah. Breaking news. We have not had breaking news in quite some time. Breaking news. New Superman movie to be titled Superman. It's genius. Fans are going crazy. They're going nuts. It's
Nice.
like it cracks me up that a Superman movie being called Superman is getting so much hype.
Where are you
but-
seeing this? Where are you seeing this hype?
Well, that's what I saw. It was all over the X for a while. Everybody talking about how James Gunn really gets it, really understands the character because he went with this title, and that dropping the legacy part was going to increase the box office numbers
Oh, thank
and
goodness.
give the movie focus. So that is the breaking news. We haven't had breaking news in a while.
No, I know. It's slow.
Yeah, it's been a slow news week. This week's drink of the week is the Cantina Blue. This is a legitimate Star Wars drink. It's just gin, blue curacao, lime juice, and soda water. I highly recommend adding in some simple syrup, about a half an ounce or something, because it is a really, really tart drink. You can choose what type of gin you go with. If you want something a little drier, a little sweeter, a little more aromatic. And maybe,
You hit all the buzzwords.
yeah. Maybe in the summertime, less sugar, but in the wintertime, you kind of need that to get rid of the sour, because having both lemon and lime juice in there makes it pretty tart. So, man, there's a lot of Star Wars drinks out there, and they are all very detailed and like using charcoal and all this different stuff mixed in the drink to make it either Darth Vader color or, or black Darth Vader color, or other stuff. So this was the one drink I could come up with that was that I could actually make at home. So
Nice.
keep it on theme.
That's funny. I opened up a Dungeons and Dragons cookbook today in Target or Walmart, one of the two. And I was like, kind of want to. It'd be kind of fun to make one of these things.
Everything that sounded good.
No, it was all like fish based, and
Oh, there you
I
go.
want like two
Yeah.
trout, and there was a stew. That stew's always good. So
It is. I like stew.
a thick soup. Thick soup is
Yeah,
good.
it is. Before we get into this, just want to say hi to Jim's mom. Hey to Jason. Hope you are enjoying the show so far. And tonight's topic comes to us courtesy of Jim's mom. So thank you very much. Great topic. And that topic is going to be our top 10 Star Wars movie characters. Star Wars movie characters. So no book characters. I mean, they could, if they're in the book and the movie, that's fine. But no just book characters. No TV show specific characters, I guess. So I went with just movie, which is the 9 Skywalker Saga, Rogue One, and Solo is where I got mine. And if you want to go to the Christmas movie or the Ewok movie, I guess those count too. So we will start with.
So I should have a character on my list that I don't, and
Okay.
be one of my favorite characters. You would think I would know this droid's name, and I don't. So,
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, from Rogue One,
Yeah.
K2. I don't watch that one a whole lot because he's pretty much the only reason I really like that movie.
Right.
Anyway, my number 10, without the robot, is Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Yeah,
Nice.
now, do you have my my mother's list on here?
No, I don't.
You know what? I will have to pull it up. I don't.
I probably got it in the message somewhere. You sent it to me. So
Yeah. Okay. So first off, my mom's number 10 is Princess Leia.
Princess Leia. Good choice. Yeah, can't go wrong.
My number 10 is Chewbacca.
Okay.
He's in every movie? No, he's not in Clone Wars. Or no, so he's not in the first two of the prequels. Yeah, I'm not the biggest Chewbacca fan. I do like the character.
Yeah.
Basically, I don't. I want more aliens as main characters,
Right.
but yet there's also a reason that they're not, is because he doesn't speak English or basic in the Star Wars universe.
Basic. And Star Wars never went the route of Star Trek where they had the universal translator, did they?
No,
No.
not that I'm aware of. They have C-3PO.
Right. Who knows a lot of languages over speaking of C-3PO. We'll go with that for my number 10. And he will tell you he speaks over 6 million languages on a regular basis. And he does it in such a way that it's annoying, but I mean, it's funny reading the books because they tell you in the movies you kind of just see Han getting annoyed with them, Leia a little bit, but in the books they really describe how irritated they get with C-3PO, and it's funny. But I mean, the character is a great character. I like him a lot. He brings comedy. He brings us translations for whatever the heck R2 is saying, which is very important. I think.
Yeah, I think where C-3PO got knocked out of my any list I would ever make was in Attack of the Clones. The whole head dragon, switching bodies, I just didn't find any of that funny. It
Well, it wasn't C-3PO's fault.
Well, yeah, but I don't care whose fault it was. It happened to him, and I didn't find it funny. So, yeah, I'm not saying it was. I didn't like the choices made. I didn't like the choices that Jordan made. I hated the scenes, and it was him, and I was like, okay, you're out. So,
So
yeah.
honestly, those scenes aren't really for the hardcore Star Wars fans. They're for the casual fans like my wife. Finds those scenes hilarious, loves them, and watches Star Wars for those types of scenes. Yeah,
I'm not.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. There's very, there's always there's a reason.
Well, I just think the humor was too blatantly silly. I like his humor in everything else, especially in the newer movies, like when Han and Leia were meeting in the Force Awakens when they finally face to face, and then he jumps in. It's like, "Hello, Captain Soul." I enjoyed that. That
Right.
was. But yeah, in the prequels, I thought it was terrible, and in the original, I thought it was great. But
yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's why your number 10 is a terrible choice.
So I made it through one that got poo-pooed. We'll see how the rest go.
All right, my mom's number 9. I do this every time. My mom's number 9 is Darth Vader. No, I don't know why. My mom likes it.
Yeah, there he is. Can't beat him.
Darth and Gritty.
Darth Gritty. That's like a touchdown dance, I think. The Darth Gritty.
My number 9 is Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay.
Who is, I would say he's my favorite Jedi, but I have Luke a little higher, I guess. Mostly because we get more movies up with him. But yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn is a very interesting character that if he was in more than 3/4 of a movie, he would be higher in my list.
Yeah.
I know there's books with them and stuff like that, but we're not counting the books.
I like the part where he calls Anakin on the phone. He's like, "Anakin, you're going to be taken. Do exactly what I say."
When did he do that?
Taken. And
I've never seen Taken.
You've never even heard the jokes about it because it's like I have a very specific set of skills. I would love for him to say that in the Star Wars movie.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, that would have been great. Yeah, he's a cool character. And having more of him would have been nice. I wouldn't even mind if they made like a prequel.
A prequel?
Like a Qui-Gon.
Like a calzone.
Yeah, like a Calzone Quinn solo movie.
I mean, I would watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not big in the whole Jedi lore and stuff like that. Like I know you are,
Yeah.
But I would watch that.
Right.
I would love to see him defile the Jedi Council.
Yeah. And my number 9, Wedge Antilles. So, I mean, Luke needs a buddy. Luke, I think Wedge gives Luke a certain grounding, a certain grasp of reality. Does some big stuff in some big fights. Stays alive.
Yeah, one of them he flies away. Yeah.
Right.
I can't be with you, buddy. I'm out of here. Yeah.
Right. But, so yeah, I like his character a lot. And I think that reading the books with him in it makes me like him more, but it's still technically within the rules.
Yeah, no, I know. So you had sent me a message and asked me if I found this list hard. It was hard for me keeping it with in the movies.
Right.
Because so many more of the book characters I like more.
Sure.
Okay.
Mom's
Number 8 is R2D2.
Ah, yes, R2.
My number 8 is Luke Skywalker.
Luke. Okay.
Yeah, he mostly because he's the protagonist of the first trilogy, and I loved that first trilogy growing up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I don't have a whole lot to say about Luke.
Well, you don't really have to. I mean, that kind of, he's
Yeah.
Luke.
I mean, I think most of the people that might watch this have an idea of who he is.
They may know who Luke Skywalker is. Star Walker. Was it Star? What was the original
Star
name?
Killer.
Huh?
Star Killer.
Star Killer. That's right. Star Killer. That's right. Nice. All right. My number 8. I'm going with the Emperor's Royal Guards. No specific character, but just the Royal Guards themselves. And mainly based on the way they look.
I mean, that's really all
Because
you can go by.
they are red in a world that's gray and black and white. So they really stand out. Plus,
So they were my favorite, one of my favorite action figures.
well, that's what I was just gonna say. When I was growing up, my buddy had a bunch of Star Wars toys, and every time we'd go play with them, I would always grab the Royal Guards because
Yeah, I agree. They're cool.
yeah,
And yeah, if we just went with like characters I want to know more and yeah, because I mean, it's not really a character there. It's just a mannequin. But
so I'm 0 for 3 now with you.
yeah, well, no, I mean, you're really not. It just if I knew I could do that, I would have been like, I had Max Rebo on my list, but then I was like, well, he really doesn't do much besides. So that,
I don't want to know what that was.
that was really dirty. I know.
Yeah, maybe you saw a different movie than I saw.
Oh man, every week.
Every week you start it.
I'm taking ASL too.
All right, number 7.
Did I actually get for that? Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is funny. I don't have a number 7.
Do you have 2 number 6s?
No, what did I do? 8. Okay, I'm gonna go with I'm going with Darth Vader.
Sure, I'll go with him at number 7 as well. I'll join you. And
Yeah.
what was your mom's for this?
Oh, forgot about my mom. My mom's number 7 is C-3PO.
Ah, nice. Nice.
So Darth Vader, like, I really wish they wouldn't bring him back in everything they do. I as much as he defines Star Wars, I think he's really holding Star Wars back now. They're finding a way to shoehorn him into every piece of everything they do now.
Right.
So they have to come up with new villains, and not just Thrawn. There has to be more threats in this universe if they want it to continue.
Right.
So I mean, he's a fantastic character. Don't get me wrong. It's probably the best villain ever in movies, in my opinion. But I think he's holding the franchise back now, and that's me.
I don't disagree with you.
98% will probably say he is Star Wars. He needs to be in everything. Okay, I just don't think this story is going to go anywhere if you can't tell a different story. So
Right.
So
I
anyway,
agree.
yeah, but in the movies, it's a fantastic character.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great character.
it is. It is. So that's also my number 7. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think for the most part, the movies, though, like Rogue One showed him because it was leading into New Hope.
Yeah, and
Obi-Wan Kenobi showed him because, well, it was Kenobi.
yeah, but
He wasn't in the
did we need that story? That's my problem.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, explore more with him than.
It's all filler.
Yeah.
You know, it's not really adding much more to the story. I mean,
Right.
you know, but what about those 20 minutes he was in that thing without his helmet? Let's watch a movie about that. So, anyway, yeah. I don't need any more information on him. Stop.
Mom's number 6.
Mom's number 6, Luke Skywalker.
Nice.
She likes the Luke Skywalker. My number 6 is Darth Vader. No, I'm just kidding. Just did that one. 5, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No, 6.
6, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. 6. 5. Yep, I'm missing one. Okay. Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You just added an extra one in there, so.
Oh, K2SO? Is that? I think that's his name. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes.
I was like, where am I at?
Yeah.
Again, I think I would have Qui-Gon ahead of him too if he was in more movies. Man, I just don't really like Jedis. I don't really like all these Force users. I don't have anything really good to say. He lies to Luke.
I'm glad you have him so high on your list.
He can't. I know. He can't.
Remember when our show was about positive stuff?
About what?
Avoiding the negative.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not negative. He's on my top 10 list.
I just don't like anything about him.
I just don't like anything about him. I don't like anything he does. You can't figure out that they erased the planet out of a map. Come on now. All they did. 6-year-old could. No, I mean I like him. Don't get me wrong.
He's very important.
I'm trying to think if I like old
I was going to ask you if you.
or young.
I think I prefer the original.
Yeah,
because
I like the old one too.
I like as the mentor instead of as the actual focal point.
He never felt like a focal point though, except for in the series. And I'm not even
That's
sure.
what I mean. Yeah.
I'm not even sure he was a focal point in his own series.
Well, even in the prequels, he was a focal point because he was training Anakin. So.
Yeah, but it wasn't his story. That just I don't even remember what Kenobi is about.
Something with Darth Vader. Now, Kenobi is like The Last of Us, where he's transporting the girl. What's her name?
Oh, I was thinking of the NBC sitcom with the family and all the siblings, and their dad died, and I was like, how was it like that? Where cry. What show was that?
I don't know.
Not The Last of Us. I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan Kenobi somewhere around.
Nice. Okay. We're at number 6, right?
I don't know.
I'm going with Bib Fortuna.
Good choice.
I like him a lot, and I mean, not even he's good in Jedi, but I like him too in the prequels, where he really, or in I guess he's in Mandalorian, right? Or is it Boba Fett?
I don't remember.
He's in one of those, but either way, yeah, he's a fantastic character.
Oh, he's in Boba Fett. He dies in Boba Fett.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
is a great character. You're right. He's my next one.
Is he? Okay.
But yeah,
I think
I
he's,
do enjoy that character. What always cracks me up about the Twi'leks is that if you're a male, you're an ugly, conniving guy. If you're a female, you're a sex slave goddess.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what's the Twi'lek's name in.
And what?
Now that you mentioned the race of him, it took me back to maybe it was the Darth Bane. And there's a Twi'lek in that.
Montana?
And I didn't know, like I couldn't picture what a Twi'lek looked like.
Was it? Is that
I didn't realize. Yeah, I think you're right. One of them is anyway. Yeah, but yeah, I think he's extremely smart. He's running a lot of the behind the scenes kind of stuff. He's looks like he's just a henchman for everybody, but he's far more important to the overall.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I like that choice.
Well, thank you.
No,
I've been looking for your approval all night. I finally got it. That's a win.
and I'm drinking water.
It's a W.
That's 3.
Okay, so that takes 2. Number 5, which you just gave us yours. What's your mom's?
Man, Mom. My mom's number 5 is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know why.
Okay. You're just using her list just one down further for each character.
It almost is like that.
My number 5, I'm going Captain Phasma. Loved her character. I really, really. Again, I like the look. I like that look with the helmet and everything, obviously.
You're a big visual guy.
The shiny, yeah. But I think the role she plays too, it sucks that what happens to her so early on, but.
She deserved it. She threw him in a garbage pit.
No, I gotcha. But yeah, so Captain Phasma. Really no other reason than she looks cool.
You know what? I did not think about the the sequel trilogy as much as I should have. I mean, Rey should be on my list above all these other Jedis. I don't know.
But you're sexist.
Finn
so
probably should be on my list.
You're sexist, so they're not. So yeah. So
This makes me mad.
Yeah. Well, if this is so for all of you out there in Midlife Vices viewing land, I messaged Jim about 2 hours before the show, and I said, "Oh, you got your list ready to go?" And he's like, "Oh no, I just do it last minute, like I always do." And now he's like, "Man, I should have put that on my list." Well, maybe a little more preparation, you know.
Well, if I did preparation, it wouldn't be the same. What would we talk about?
What would we talk about?
Things I know.
I know. Okay.
Yeah. Number 4. I'm going to go
Your
with
mom's number 4 first.
my mom's number 4 is Chewbacca.
Ah, there you go.
My number 4 is Princess Leia.
Good choice.
And later on in the books, she gets Jedi powers. In the sequel trilogy, she has Jedi powers. But in the original trilogy, she doesn't have those powers.
Right.
And I like that.
Yeah.
But
Because if she did, she probably would have known that Luke was her brother.
Yeah. There would have been some kind of spark when they kissed. What I like when regular people face impossible odds. That's probably why I don't like Jedis as much as most people. Is if you're just going to be powerful, taking on all these people when other people aren't as powerful, you taking on these people too and dying. I think that's a lot more courageous. The people that don't have the power, you know.
Which explains why you like the Scarlet Witch so much.
Yeah, it explains it explains so much that I've never had reasoning why I feel certain ways about certain things. Yeah, because it makes no sense. I mean, we just read Mistborn, and I liked Ellen.
No, I get what you're saying, but you liked Ellen before he got his powers.
Before he got his powers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like when normal people face impossible odds. You know, I think that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
Princess
Can't be
Leia
anything
is
else.
pretty awesome, and yeah, she went to the good rich family. I would, if I was Luke, I'd be mad. Why don't you let me go to that family? And she could have stayed on some desert, barren world with
Yeah.
a creepy old man looking after her.
Yeah. All right. We're on 3. Yeah. Chiru Imwe. So he's a very, very cool character.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah. I went with the Force.
The Force is with me.
The Force is with me.
The Force is with me.
And he never really shows a whole lot of Force usage.
Well, he don't actually have the Force.
Right, right. But the fact that he's still able to, it's like the Force is helping him, but he doesn't know how to control it.
Well,
that's
that and
kind
then
of my take on it.
His friendship with the other
Yeah.
guy is awesome.
Right. So that's another character that I would love to know more about because he has just the one role, one movie. And he also has a bow staff, and I love a bow staff. That's why I love Donatello. He's got the bow staff.
Big
to me-
Napoleon Dynamite fan.
No. So,
Yeah, he is. He's really cool. I mean, him being blind is pretty awesome. And
Yeah, it
pretty much
is.
he's Daredevil in Star Wars universe.
I get very true. Yeah. Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah, he's great. He should be ahead of all the Jedi on my list.
Okay.
So that
All
was
right, let's take a good look at your mom's number 2.
I think that was number 4, though.
That was number 3.
4. No, I think that was 4. Either that or now I have to take one off.
Oh, that was number 4. I'm sorry. This is number 3. Wait, no, hold on. I have one. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, back up. Back it up. That was number 4.
So me and my mom do have the same number 3. Pretty cool.
Okay.
Han Solo.
Okay. Han Solo.
Again, non-Force user that kind of after just himself for the first movie. You
Yeah.
know, but he's a rogue. What are you going to do? That's what they do. They knew he wanted money. Plus, he had a price on his head. What
He did.
What could he do?
What I love in the book, like in the Last Command or in the Thrawn trilogy, is that they write it to Harrison Ford playing Han Solo. Because when they talk about his his like half crooked smile, and it's described as basically as
Well,
Harrison Ford playing Han Solo.
I'm really looking forward to you if you get into the new Jedi Order. I'm kind of curious how you feel about what they do with this character. Because I've heard a lot of people that really liked. Oh, we love what Han did. I hated it. It was one character I thought that they butchered completely.
Uh-huh.
So I'm kind of curious where you'd fall in that. And hate's a strong word. I didn't hate it. It was pretty boring to me.
Right. Okay, my number 3. General Grievous. For no other reason than that is just awesome. The
Vision.
4 sabers is amazing. He's also got some really cool scenes, but just looks. So I guess when I make up my list here, I'm looking at like which action figures do I want? Because
It's like, plus, if you put all those lightsabers together, what do you have?
Yeah.
2 bow staffs.
True. Hey, good point. 2 bow staffs. So yeah, honestly, General Grievous should have been a little lower, but somehow I missed it, and that's why I thought we were on number 3. He probably would have been about number 6, but he'll go in at number 3 for me.
Well, we're just talking about the characters. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
I did not like all the coughing or the backstory for the character when it came out in the books. He looked cool. Give you that.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're number one because you love that character just the way he looks.
Oh yeah.
And I just like mine because anyway, we all have different reasons for why we like stuff.
All right.
And that's
Well,
fine.
now we're going to get back to your mom's number 2.
What are you, her doctor?
Let's take a good close look at this one. Let's really delve into.
Getting back to my mom's number 2s.
That's right.
My mom's number 2 is Wicket, the Ewok. I don't even know how she knew his name.
Oh yeah, everybody knows Wicket.
Well, what's funny is in the text she sent me, it's Wicket W. Warwick, which Warwick was the actor in the Wicket thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love that. I just noticed that. I didn't even notice that when I sent it to you. Mom, how did you know that guy played Wicket? Wicket, sorry, not Wicked.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about that movie, but I remember Wicket.
What, Return of the Jedi?
Oh no, from the Ewok movie.
Oh,
That's
I don't
where I know
remember
it
anything. I don't. I'm fairly certain my mom don't remember anything about the
No.
Ewok movie.
No.
The Ewok movie or the Ewok special, because there was an Ewok
Yeah.
special.
There was.
I remember.
But yeah, Wicket was very. Wicket was a very cute, lovable, cuddly character for sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
He's the one. Leah. I probably said her name Leah and Leia because I can never remember what it is. But yeah, anyway, she finds him after crashing her speeder bike. So my number 2 is Nien Nunb, co-pilot of the Millennium Falcon. Blew up just as many Death Stars as Chewbacca. No one says he needs to get a medal, but everyone says Chewbacca does. Anyway, Nien Nunb.
So that name came up in Vector Prime, right? I'm sure it does. I don't remember him from the movie at all.
He was in Return of the Jedi. He's co-pilot with Lando Calrissian in the Millennium Falcon.
I didn't remember his name.
Well, he's not a majorly popular character. I enjoy him.
So he's got one scene.
What's that?
How many scenes does he have in the movies?
I don't know. He's every time they go to the inside the Millennium Falcon when they're attacking the last Death Star, he's there.
So he's at the end of the last movie.
What's that?
He's at the end of the last of Jedi.
Yeah, pretty much.
But you didn't like Qui-Gon higher because he's not in enough movies?
Well, I have reasons for this. I gave them to you already. Because he doesn't get any credit for blowing up a Death Star when Chewbacca does, and they both did the exact same thing.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, that's fine. I don't blame you at all, because that's 100% true. I also, I generally favor aliens in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
And so Nien Nunb was a character I decided I was going to collect because there's not a lot of stuff of him.
Right.
And anyway,
I just love when you say it. It sounds like you're saying yum yum.
Yum yum. Yeah. Funny story. It was supposed to be 9 Nunb, but they mislabeled their cards because there was 10 Nunbs. But anyway.
Well, my number 2 is Boba Fett. I mean,
you mean the guy that was in the movie for like 45 seconds and fell to his death? No, he was.
Yes,
he was in Empire more. Yeah,
he was. And then he had a TV series, but I liked him much more in the movies,
which was terrible.
It was Mandalorian season 3. basically, or season 2 before season 2 came out. Again, I like the way the gear looks, but I just find his character. I think I liked him more before finding out that they were all clones.
See that I think that's a problem Star Wars has, and they give you too much information.
Yeah,
Leave something to the imagination. Let me wonder about this world.
yeah,
That's my biggest problem with Star Wars now. Is when they talked about pull the ears off a Gundak, Gundak. Anyway, I loved that they made those references and never explained them. It made the universe feel real. You know, it's just like, of course, that's how those people would talk. They know what they're talking about. I don't. I'm on the outside watching. You know,
right.
And it just
Well, they cater to everybody wants all the Easter eggs, and and everything now.
Oh, I know.
So they cater to that.
Well, I know.
I agree. Not knowing some stuff.
Yeah, just letting stuff simmer.
Like before seeing his backstory, before before seeing him as a kid, I just liked him as the guy standing in Jabba's palace and the guy that goes down the dune hole.
Dune hole.
Yeah.
The Sarlacc pit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would love to see him getting out of the pit. Like I think they could have done something really well with that.
Well, they showed it in his series.
Kind of. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to. That's what I didn't like about the series. I want to see him as a bounty hunter. I didn't want to see him as.
I know.
I want to see him as Boba Fett, not as.
They took the most notorious bounty hunter and tried to turn him into a good guy.
Yeah. It would have been like taking Jabba and turning him into like
like a ballet.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. But I mean, Boba Fett's great.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that he didn't even have a name until the action figure came out. And they needed something to put on the action figure.
It's I mean, yeah, he could have been a really great character. It's why I like Cad Bane, because I don't know everything about him yet.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah. All right.
Wouldn't be a show without being cut off 5 times.
That's right.
My mom's number 1. Yoda.
Number 1.
Number 1 is Yoda for her. Who's an interesting character. I prefer old Yoda in the original trilogy to everything else.
I do too. I think they went over the top with his speech, because the original movies, he's not that bad at all compared to what they did with him in the prequel. But
yeah,
I mean, he was mysterious, right? I mean, again, it goes back to when I was a kid playing with the toys, and all you had was Yoda Swamp, and you didn't know anything about him other than he was this little.
He came with a snake.
Creature.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really surprised they haven't told us exactly what planet he comes from, how many of his creatures there are, and I had a theory. It's one of the few theories I had in the Star Wars universe, is that there was only ever 2 of them at a time. So
like
it was Yoda, and it was but the polar opposite. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. There was Yoda and Yaddle. And then Yoda dies, Yaddle's still there, and Grogu is born.
Grogu?
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, that'd be kind of darn that. I was like, that'd be cool. The opposite of the Sith and the Yoda and his species.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Not gonna happen. So my number 1 is Lando Calrissian, because he's the
Okay.
archetype of a character I love. He's a gambler. He was almost instantly my favorite character when he came in Empire, even though he betrayed him.
Right.
I like that guy. And don't know why.
Plus, it's Billy D. Listening to the audiobook, the guy that does his voice just is so great doing his voice.
Oh, I can't remember the name of that guy.
And he does Luke. I mean, he does all the voices really well. It makes Leia sound a lot like Luke. That's the only one that's kind of off.
Well, they're related.
Yeah.
They grew up together.
And the fact that they still call him Han, even in the book, in the audio from Lando, is great too.
Yeah. The audio. I'm assuming it's the same version I have.
Oh yeah.
Man, I can't think of his name, and I know it. It's gonna drive me crazy. Michael.
I will find it for you here. If I can figure out which book it was. Mark Thompson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He did a fantastic job. So yeah, Lando. I would love to have more movies with that one guy that played him as a young Lando.
Uh-huh.
I really like that actor. Can't think of his name. Troy from
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Thank you. Yeah, I think he would.
Childish Gambino. Yeah.
I want more gambling in Star Wars. That's what I want.
I think I told you that was one of the things I really enjoyed about the first Darth Bane book was at the start of it when they're at the card table. And
I don't remember that.
yeah, but I mean, it goes through all the rules. Like I said, I felt like I knew how to play Sirach. Yeah. Oh, no, that's a drink.
Sabbath.
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 Sabak. Yeah, Sabak.
Sabbath.
They had a card game going, and it was really cool. So yeah, I mean, Lando and all his shenanigans is
My 9 of staves.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that takes us to the my number one, and like you said, I talk about him all the time. There you go, man. I know that they don't need to keep bringing people back, but I want more Darth Maul.
He does come back.
When?
He's
In the cartoon?
Clone Wars. He's in Solo.
No, but I mean, Solo's before. No, Solo is after. That's right. Huh? Wait. He's in Solo?
Yeah, at the end. Remember when when Solo's girlfriend leaves, she calls him and he's sitting in the throne. He's got a medal.
Oh, right. Yeah, but he doesn't do anything.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but he's alive. He's in the books. He's in the cartoon, the Clone Wars.
Oh, cartoon. I want like live action.
I want him back, but I want it in live action. I want a theater in my living room.
I do want it live action because cartoons suck for this kind of stuff. I made it like 4 episodes in the Clone Wars, and I thought I was really going to give it a chance. And after the 4th one, it's like, man, this doesn't feel real. It's just
None of it feels real.
I know that, but you know what I'm saying. I just can't do it. It's totally removed from the live action. It's just like not even.
I'm the same way because I haven't watched them either.
Yeah,
but I know.
But so Darth Maul, I want to know his history. I want to know where he comes from, what his story is, how the Emperor got him.
He comes from Dathomir.
I want to see it on the big screen in IMAX or
at least my 50-inch TV.
Yeah, at some point. Let Darth Maul, mainly because he looks so cool. He's got the bow staff.
It's still my favorite fight in Star Wars.
It's good. Yeah, it's a great fight. And just that's a great scene with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan too, just to show how different they are. How he goes straight into meditation while Obi-Wan is still stressed out, pacing back and forth.
And then Darth Maul is pacing like a cat. It was a good scene.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever thought about showing a difference between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. I've always saw it as a difference between Jedi and Sith. So
Really?
Yeah, because
it just showed the difference between the master and the apprentice. Like Qui-Gon was able to just sit down and focus and meditate.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was out of the battle. He was trying to get there to help. What's your shirt say?
It says, if it requires a blender, we're out of that.
Is that the shirt the bar you're employing?
The bar.
I'm drinking water.
Yes.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, I bought it for work. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. I bought it for work because mixed drinks are a pain in the butt, especially in a small bar like that with only one mixer. And if people want like 3 different types of drinks, one wants a margarita, one wants a daiquiri, and one, you got to wash it out, rinse it out, get everything out of it, and you got other stuff going on. And now, if you're somewhere that has like 4 bartenders and 4 blenders, it's a different story. But yeah, it's just a different approach that certain bartenders take that others don't. So
you're the pacing one, or are you the kneeling one?
So like I'm Qui-Gon. I would just be like, I would take a deep breath and say, "Listen, I'm sorry, but we can't do that." Whereas a younger, less experienced bartender, which I've
what they want,
would be trying to rush through to get all these drinks blended in a fast amount of time, so that everybody got what they wanted, and so that he could be, but realizing after having a little bit, I just got to touch.
I'm not sure
some experience. Realizing after having some experience that it's just not feasible to rush through it. It's not going to work out right if I just rush into it.
Are we talking about honeymoon, or are we?
We're talking about everything.
Yeah, this experience.
It's a life
experience comes apathy.
And I think Qui-Gon was playing the same role that Obi-Wan played with Luke when he let Vader strike him down. So I think he knew going in that he was done for.
Do you really think he knew he was done for?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. That just popped into my head. I have no clue.
Why did Qui-Gon's body not disappear?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they didn't have the technology to make it do that, like they did back in the 70s.
Yeah,
or 80s.
That might be my favorite answer of all time, by the way.
So anyway, all right. I think that's going to do it for tonight.
I'm gonna have to edit out some of our discussion there.
Why?
Because it went on way too long.
It was all in good fun.
Oh yeah, no. It's always in good fun. It's never. It just went on too long. I mean,
and just like with my list, I was more right than you were. So, yeah.
No, just in a couple instances.
You know what's funny with our list? We only had 2 crossovers.
Oh yeah. No,
Vader,
I did want
just one, just Vader.
I wanted K2SO on my list.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's pretty crazy.
yeah. Who was it from? Who else from Rogue One was on your list? Yeah. I don't know his name. I can't think of his name.
Chirrut Imwe. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
Is there anybody on that's not on my list that I really wish I did? I wouldn't mind having Han Solo's girlfriend, Kira. I liked her.
I wouldn't mind having her either. So the top two for Sherry's list would have been R2D2 at number 1 and BB-8 at number 2.
And who?
BB-8.
Oh,
And then, well, Grogu would, or Yoda and Grogu mix them however you want. That would be our number 3. So
yeah. I don't know who would be in my wife's. She's not big into Star Wars. Let's see, Ray. She should have been on. I don't know how, and so one of my favorite things in any of the Star Wars movies is Finn in The Force Awakens.
mhm.
Anytime Ray gets hurt or something, he's there. When he gets knocked out on Jakku, and he comes up and he Ray, I love that scene. I think it shows so much of that character. I just thought that was great. No, Finn's not my favorite character, but I like that scene.
No.
So, no Ben Solo love.
No.
Uh,
I think, no, I don't know. Maybe with a different actor playing the character. I don't know. It didn't work for me.
I had no problem with him playing it. The story was just too all over the place.
He was just a little too emo for me.
You should watch Luke again.
He reminded me of Snape.
What?
From Harry Potter.
I need to read these books.
You know Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who? That one guy. We need to go. I don't know even what I'm talking about anymore.
All right.
That's too much water.
Awesome. Good show. Yeah, good show. Thanks for watching, everybody. Jim's mom, Jason, if you're still with us.
After that end, probably not.
Jim's mom, give Jim a call and tell him how wrong he was.
Mom, my list was closer to yours than his was.
Thanks again for coming up with the idea for the list. Really appreciate that. That's probably the hardest part of each week is actually figuring out something to talk about. So, yeah, pretty much. But anyway, we have been Midlife Vices, the Booster Gold YouTube shows, and we will see you guys next week. Take care.